If you've ever wondered if your kids can publish a book, they actually can. My 7-year-old published this book. It's called Sophie's Adventure. And she wrote everything using speech to text because she is dyslexic. But this was a really great way for her to look at the words as they were being typed correctly and with the correct spelling as she was saying that and dictating to the computer. But I thought it would be fun for you to take a look inside and get to hear her read it to you. So she's going to read this book to you. We publish them and we put them on Amazon, so friends and family or whoever would want to buy them can do that. It's been a really great experience. So this is my 7-year-old's Sophie's Adventure, and she's going to read it to you.
Sophie's Adventure by Natalie Kolb. To my loving dog Sophie, who inspired this book, Natalie.
To my sweet Natalie, who is always ready for an adventure, Mama.
Sophie's Adventure. Once upon a time, there lived an ordinary dog named Sophie. Her home was a beautiful palace, and she had servants who tended her every need. They would bring her yummy treats and fluffy toys, and every bath was warm and bubbly. Though every day was wonderful, every day was the same. As she gazed out of her tower one spring morning, she wondered what adventures lay outside of the castle walls. She had to find out for herself. As she traveled deep into the beautiful countryside, she came upon an old dirty cottage. Now this was just the adventure she had been hoping to find. Inside, everything was a dusty mess. Normally, she would call on her maid to tidy things up, but Sophie had no maid, no butler, no cook, and no friends, all the way out here. After working several hours, all Sophie could think about was the rumble in her tummy. Normally, her meals would just show up on a silver platter. How hard could cooking be? She thought. Come back here, Turkey. I just want to invite you to dinner. Sophie found out quickly that there is a lot more that goes into preparing the meal than just eating it. As the crisp night rolled in, Sophie heard the clippity-clop of hooves. It was Sir Radix Luther. He had come to make sure she was faring well, as any best friend would do. This time, it was Sir Radix Luther's rumbling tummy that told them it was time for second dinner. This meal took a lot less time to prepare than the turkey did. Thankfully, pigs are much easier to catch than turkeys. As the morning dawned, Sir Radix Luther knew he needed to get back to the castle to stand guard. Sophie stared in sadness as she watched him ride away. Once again, she was alone and lonely. Several months passed, and Sophie longed for her friends and her castle more each day. As the first snowflakes started to fall, she remembered how beautiful the castle was in winter. She had many joyful memories of playing in the snow with her forest friends. Christmas was coming, and she didn't want to spend it alone. She hitched up the horse and rode off. After several hours of riding, the most beautiful sight came into view. It was Sophie's lovely castle, and her forest friends had decorated it for Christmas. She couldn't wait to hug each and every one of them. That night, as she sat in her own room for the first time in months, she realized the best adventures can happen right where you are, and they are much, much better when shared with friends. The end.
About the author illustrator. At the time of this publishing, Natalie Kolb is a 7-year-old girl from Tennessee. She loves every kind of animal she comes in contact with, but dogs and horses are her favorites. She hopes this book inspires other kids to become a published author or illustrator. With a little help from her mother and a lot of imagination, she created this book. You can too. Natalie says,
"Your own adventure is waiting to be told. Just start writing and see what adventures begin to come out. I hope I get to read your book someday." Also, did you find the squirrel on every page? His name is Mr. Squeaks. Hiding him was my brother's idea. We always like finding the spider, grasshopper, or mouse in the pages of Mercer Mayer's books. Look closely and you can see Mr. Squeaks make an appearance on every page.
hope you enjoyed that. She had fun just getting to read it aloud. It's still one of her favorite books that she'll pull out, and she'll look at the pictures, and she's just so proud of what she's done. It's been a great experience just for public speaking as well, because we can go to different sales, like library book sales, and sell the book, and she gets to talk to everybody. It's been really, really great. So there's that one. Thanks.